The most anticipated trailer of the year is finally here, and we are going to dissect it clip by clip to make sure that you don't miss out on any important details. When's the movie coming out? What characters will take the center stage? And how accurate is this adaptation going to be? Stay tuned as we uncover everything in this video. First up, breaking down the trailer. The first official trailer for HBO's The Last of Us has dropped, and it's full of Easter eggs and fresh faces. While the name might sound new to some people, the title is very familiar to gamers worldwide. The long-awaited trailer for HBO's adaptation of the acclaimed PlayStation video game is finally here. Created by Chernobyl's Craig Mazin and the author of the original game, Neil Druckmann, it has become one of the most eagerly anticipated shows of the upcoming year, in large part due to its impressive cast, which includes Pedro Pascal of The Mandalorian and Nick Offerman of Parks and Rec as Joel, and Bella Ramsey as Ellie. So, when the teaser dropped, we carefully analyzed every aspect, breaking it down into Easter eggs, potential first-season plotlines, and potential changes. Even though the series won't premiere on HBO Max until sometime in 2023, fans have eagerly awaited this first look for years. Based on what we've seen, it will be worth a wait. Next up, some philosophical questions. The trailer opens with a philosophical question that forms the show's premise. The answer serves as a thesis statement for both the game and the TV show. It hints at one of the key inner issues that the protagonists of TLOU must deal with. Is survival even desirable if one's only concern is self-serving survival? To carry young Ellie across the country as part of his profession as a smuggler in a fungus-infected wasteland, Joel, the main playable character in the game, is forced to confront this issue. In this first clip, Joel and his smuggling companion Tess are seen guiding Ellie down a war-torn street towards a glittering golden rotunda in the distance. The scene is set in an overgrown, dilapidated American city. The image is reminiscent of similarly themed post-apocalyptic shows like The Walking Dead or HBO's exquisitely filmed science fiction Station 11.
We didn't know what to do.
Coming up, the Fireflies. The golden structure in the distance is not a replica of Boston's famous Massachusetts State House. Still, it appears to be a clear parallel to that spot, which is significant in the game because it is there that Joel and Tess must deliver Ellie to a rebel militia force called the Fireflies. In both The Last of Us games, the Fireflies were a revolutionary militia force, but in the video, we see a town come together and cover their emblem with paint. In several quarantine zones across the United States, Fireflies rose against military repression to re-establish government control, but they largely failed. The opening shot depicts the devastation of this post-disaster America and immediately sets the tone for the entire series. Images of villagers painting boarded-up windows can be seen, along with signs announcing martial law and listing the sign of CBI. Alone and Forsaken by Hank Williams is playing in the background, giving the already unsettling atmosphere and eerie effect. Now what's interesting is that video game fans have pointed out that the song features in both the original game and its remaster. There's an Easter egg for you. About 35 seconds into the trailer, an infected makes its first obvious appearance. Joel, Tess, and Ellie are standing outside the room where the convulsing infected is. Joel, who is aware of the risk, only puts his finger to his lips in an attempt to calm Ellie down, even though she is obviously shaken. The trailer quickly shows that the movie will stay true to its roots by recreating both the philosophical, interpersonal drama and the suspenseful, stealth-based combat sections of the original. Pedro Pascal pulls some master acting skills and subtly conveys his fear of clickers to the viewers. And fans of the video game know exactly why. Being caught by a clicker typically results in an instantaneous and gruesome death, as the game makes clear. Coming up, a sneak peek into Joel's mind. In the next significant scene of the trailer, we get a sneak peek into Joel's mind. Joel is reluctant to share his emotions with others now that he has tragically lost his daughter because he is afraid of experiencing the devastating effects of loss once more. Joel has a psychological need to maintain his distance from Ellie because any attempt to treat her as a member of the family will bring up his memories of loss, could expose him to more suffering. His entire persona is now based on being walled off, doing whatever he can to survive, and becoming emotionally resistant. This stands in stark contrast to Ellie's cutting humor and impressionable youth, both of which are crucial tools that she will use to pierce Joel's emotional armor as the voyage goes on, despite his efforts to do so. Moving on, clips show picturesque scenery dotted with abandoned vehicles in a montage of wide shots. Additionally, governmental personnel are driving an armored vehicle with a machine gun mounted on top. Fans of the game will remember several anxious scenes where they had to avoid the catastrophic bullet sprays from it. Tess questions Ellie's worthiness for being transported over such hazardous territory, to which Ellie responds, "Somewhere out west, they're working on a solution." She then shows out her scarred bite mark, showing that in contrast to most humans, she is able to survive an infection from a human bite without mutating into a beast herself. And now, some montages. The next sequence features a montage of dilapidated structures, heavily armored soldiers, and tense encounters. Here, the viewers can observe that both people and the infected represent a threat to Joel and Ellie's progress. Joel commands Ellie to do what I say when I say it, and the ominous image of soldiers and militias imply that he is not being arrogant merely out of spite. Joel is aware that one mistake may spell doom for both of them. The feeling that Ellie and Joel are in for the fight of their life is further heightened by a scenario involving two brand new characters that appear to hint that going west is a bad idea. The trailer ends with a few intriguing yet confusing images. Ellie uses a baseball bat to smash some shelving in an abandoned building. A raving diseased woman is chasing after Joel. Ellie encircles Joel while covered in blood. As creatures emerge from a pile of burning debris, viewers get their first clear glimpse of a massive bloater, a massive, heavily armored mutant in the climactic moments of the trailer. Wow, that was intense, wasn't it? This trailer achieves the unthinkable, a video game adaptation that not only looks amazing, but also like an engrossing prestige drama. It is obvious that Mazin and Druckmann were deeply committed to preserving the qualities that made the original Last of Us game unique, while also adapting its narrative in a graphically stunning, expertly performed manner that newbies could also appreciate. The show's debut is scheduled for January 15, and we honestly can't wait.
It's kind of a long story.
Oh man, they were coming in from every direction, then Maria was like, we gotta run, and so we dove over these tables and this...
Is everything you were hoping for?
Finally, what are some must-haves? Video game fans have a lot of hope from this HBO adaptation, and here's what the showrunners must get these things right if they want to keep the fans happy. First off, and most importantly, they must get Joel's backstory right. The show revolves around Joel and Ellie, who are both key characters from the original game. The first season is set to depict their initial meeting, their blossoming friendship, and their travels that take them around a post-apocalyptic United States. Sarah, Joel's daughter, will be portrayed by Nico Parker, Dumbo, in the upcoming HBO version. She plays a crucial role in Pascal's personality and the scenario of the first game. Joel's tragic, problematic past will undoubtedly be revealed thanks to Parker's casting, but it is crucial that their relationship receives the focus and respect it merits. Now let's talk about The Infected. Even if zombie horror is not your cup of tea, TLOU is more than your average zombie flick. It's better. A clicker, one of many strains of infected that fans will recognize from the games, confronts Joel and Ellie in the most recent trailer for the next series. It would be fantastic if other clicker varieties made their imprint on the HBO show, even though fans don't want to be overrun with these monsters over the drama of the show's primary cast. Fans would be thrilled with a brief exploration of the series' horrific creatures, which range from the horrifying bloaters to the chilling Rat King from The Last of Us Part 2. Something as important as Joel's backstory is Ellie's backstory. It's pretty obvious now from the trailer that Ellie will feature as an important character on the show. The showrunners must include her incredible backstory that gives her character the depth that it deserves. Audiences deserve to see how this rich, strong character formed in such a ruthless world. The Last of Us authors have promised audiences more time with side characters they know and love apart from Joel and Ellie. Bill is going to be portrayed on screen by Nick Offerman. The Parks and Rec actor will portray a jaded but amiable survivor who becomes friends with Joel and Ellie as they travel around the post-apocalyptic world. That's it for today, folks. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to keep watching more content like this. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!